having like four types of loop. One is a for loop, second is for each loop, third is do while, and fourth is do until. Usually, like on a regular basis, I use this two loop, that is for loop and for each loop. For loop is like, that is called the counter loop, loop, where you give the count, where you know that how many times do you want to like perform that loop. If I say, if you just see, I will just commented it, just a second. Okay, if you just see, I have commented this. What does this for loop means? That means like just a second. Have you gone through with the theoretical parts of Word, which I have shared with you? Hello, Zanif and Kamlesh.
Yes, yes.
Have you gone through with the theoretical parts of the, like, which I provided you the Word file?
In the first lecture, yes, in the WordPad, na?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
What is variable, Kamlesh?
Huh?
What is variable?
Wait. Variable. If you are next to I, variable is next to model.
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं. So what is the like variable is like, suppose if I want to declare a name, like suppose during the baby birth we just give the name, okay, at that time, so that is called namkaran. Okay, during that time we are having a variable where we are declaring the variable, that is I, and this is like which kind of data type this my variable is supposed to be. So I'll mention that I is as a integer. This is my data type, one of the data type which we have discussed, the integer, long, double. Okay, so this is the numeric data type, one of them. The currency, date, okay, boolean, these are the different like binary data types, currency data type, date data types. Okay, and same with the character that comes into the under the string. Okay, if you want to, if you want to be like if you want to create the data type, it will come into the string. So if I say as of now I want to keep my I as an integer, okay, and as of now I mentioned ws as a worksheet. Worksheet is like sheet, that is sheet, my object. Okay, workbook, worksheet, and range, and then cell, the hierarchy procedure, okay, which we discussed. So first loop I'll start, that is called for loop. What I want here, गजब यार, बहुत बढ़िया, good. So what I want is, the loop is from the for I, and that is supposed to be run, that is from, or just for make you understand, I'll say 1 2 3. Okay, so what here I want to say, like in this loop I'll say I need to run 1 2 3. Okay, 1 2 3, that is mean this is my counter variable. If you see, I'll say please I run 1 2 3, that is mean 1 2 3, I'm instructing I to run 1 2 3. Okay, and then highlight what is the value of I. Message box, it's mean like prompt, it is message box. I'll let you know how exactly message box it will highlight the value, what is the value of X. Okay, so if I start this run, if you see I, what is the value of I is 1, so message box 1. Now what is the value of I? It is 2. Now you see it is the value of 3. So here what I'm instructing, that I need to run from 1 to 3. That's why it is called counter loop. Okay, because we are having like I want that this loop supposed to be run until we want. Like suppose I want that it's supposed to be run until 10 20, whichever the counts do you have. Okay, okay, fine. So are you getting this loop, what I've written, how, like what does this mean, how exactly it works?
Yeah, yeah, sir.
Okay,
Can we comment like I till from the last entry?
that's been the and row, correct?
Okay.
Yes.
You mean to say and
Yeah,
row, correct? So we need,
yeah.
so for and row we need to declare the variable. Okay, dim e row as a you can write anything. It depends upon the capacity of the e row. I'll say it should be within a 30,000, 32,000. So I can mention integer. Okay, because the storing capacity of this integer is 30,600, something like that. Beyond that, it will go for a long and then single, then double, something like that. Okay, so I'll say dim e row as an integer. I have declared here the variable, and now I will assign the value. Now I will assign the value. What is the value of e row? E row. So e row equal to, I will find the e row. How I will find? I'll say here I don't want to find. I'll say I'll just keep here. I'll say okay. Here I mention I और यही मैंने copy paste करके मैंने यहाँ पे paste कर दिया. Okay, that's all. Now if you see, I'll mention that what is the sheet name? Sheet name is loop. I'll say sheet loop sheet loop dot from where I'll say range जो मैंने लिखा था पहले, ठीक है, रेंज हमारा जो लास्ट होगा 10,48,576. ओके, डॉट एंड एक्सेल अप dot row. So that would be my and row, correct? So if you go just drag to it to get the value, you will get the value 7. Okay, if you go this, you will get the 7 value. So instead of 3, I'll mention 7. That's all. I'll just declare the
Okay.
variable. I found the value, the and row, and then I just found the value of e row. Okay, so I want that this loop should run until the e row. Okay,
Okay.
moving to the next loop, the same with the sheet. Okay, I'll just commenting this. Let me uncomment this. Now, if you see, just look into this code, what I've written. That's why I have already written this code, because I know it will take time. Okay, so if you see what it has written, for I is equal to 1 to sheets dot count. Okay, so wherever we are returning the code, that is called this workbook. So we do not need to write down the this workbooks. Hence, I have just written the sheet dot counts. If you see, same like which we have given the e row, I am giving the sheet dot count. If you say sheet dot count, you just need to press like this, or immediate window we can get what is the value. The sheet dot count is 5, correct? So now this loop will run until the total sheets count of this workbook. Hope you both are getting this, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So now if you see message box, it will return the value. I'll say, please give me the sheet I. What is the whatever the value of the I, it will say sheet 1, correct? Sheet 1. If you see, it is mentioned the message box that sheet 1 dot name. So whatever the value of sheet 1, it will reflect. Suppose, okay, now if you see what is the value of I, if I want to see just to what is the value of I, I'll just add to watch. Here you will be able to see that what is the value of I, it is 2. So sheet2 dot name, sheet2 dot name is a data compiler. Okay, I'll say data compiler. Okay, now that Manali, Marco, Parikshit. So something like that. So this loop, for loop, start with the sheet dot count. So I have given the counter. This is called the counter. In the for loop, you are giving the counter. You are like instructing the loop that you are supposed to run until this. Okay, where you are having a count that you want that particular loop should run. Same with will moving with the next loop, that is called for each loop. This is called for each loop. This loop run during the like collections of an object. As you are aware, in like in the variable, while declaring the variable, I have mentioned WS as a worksheet, correct? So worksheet is as
Yes.
our object. Worksheet, workbook, slide, shapes, cell, range. These are our object. Okay. So while working, like while looping the object, we need to use this loop. This is the best for that. Okay. So now what I'm writing down over here, if you see, for each worksheet, I have already declared WS, that is worksheet. Okay. For each worksheet in this workbook dot worksheets. If you know, I have declared the variable as a singular, that is only worksheet. Now if you see, I have declared the variable in a worksheets, that is plural. Okay. So for each worksheet in a worksheet, that's mean the for each single worksheet in this workbook dot worksheet. Hope you are getting it. Please like respond in yes or no, something like that. Okay. हेलो
ओके हाँ हेलो
हाँ भाई बोल यार, मेरे को पता तो चले आर यू गेटिंग और नॉट.
सर
ठीक है?
गेटिंग गेटिंग
Yes, sir.
या थोड़ा 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 सा खाली मेरे लिए एनर्जी ले आओ, थोड़ा सा एटलीस्ट मुझे भी थोड़ा अच्छा लगेगा आप लोगों को.
नहीं एक्चुअली मेरे को ना एक्चुअली आवाज थोड़ा कम आ रहा है.
हाँ तो बोलो यार, अभी मैं इतनी जोर जोर से बोल रहा हूँ फिर भी आवाज कम आ रहा है. मे बी देयर इज एन इशू विद माइक और समथिंग लाइक दैट. जेनिफर, आप डू यू लाइक आल्सो फेसिंग द सेम इशू, लाइक आर यू लाइक एम आई ऑडिबल टू यू?
Yeah, sir. Tell me.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like I'm just confirming from my end, like whether I am audible or not. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this loop is for the collections of the object. Okay, so if you see, this is the singular and this is my plural. So what I tried to say, for each sheet, this is sheet 1 2 3, this is only one sheet. For each sheet in this workbook, this means this my workbook, what loop compiler, this is my workbook name, into sheets, the entire sheets. Go with that. So I'll say, if you see, I'll say message book worksheet dot name, as I have already declared the worksheet as a sheet, so that's why I'm saying worksheet dot name. So loop data compiler
डेटा कंप्यूटर
Manali
मनाली
Marco. So this is comes, yeah, so this is like, suppose this is the object variable loop. Okay, this is called object variable. Whenever you want to run like with the collections of the object, you need to use this loop. You need to use this loop. Same, suppose now there is one condition. This is called condition. I don't use this loop. However, you can use, it's all depends upon you, how you can utilize your logic. Okay. Do until loop. What does this mean? Do until loop is like, it is showing you, like providing you the condition. That's mean you need to do until I value is not greater than 5. Okay. If it's greater than 5, then please stop the loop. Okay, Jennifer?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. So here, if you see, first of all, I need to give the value I. What is the I? I'll say 1. Okay. In this case, I need to give. What is mentioned over here? Let's say cell I, 1 dot value equal to Marco. Okay. And if you see, we'll go to that sheet that is called loop. Here it is Parikshit. Okay. Now, if you see what is mentioned, do until, as of now, what is the value of I?
5.
It is saying, it is just giving the condition. Just understand the syntax. What does it means? Do until I is greater than 5. Okay,
Fine.
that you mean to do, you need to do until when the I is not greater. You need to think in a condition way.
It only run till 5.
Exactly. Until 5. Yes, you need to, so like you need to run only, here is condition, if I like less than, so it will be opposite of that. Okay, so if you see until 5, then if you see I 1 comma world value I comma, that is what is the value of I 1 comma 1, 1 comma 1 is equal to this Marco. So if you say the values change, and here I will add the counter variable, that is called I is equal to I plus 1. Here it will not like what we have given the counter here 1 to 0. So here we have the value that you need to run the loop from 1 to 0, but here we do not have. How much do we need to run? Okay, we have just given like provided the condition. However, it's supposed to be like increase. If the loop is like looping, then there we need to give the counter. Okay, now if see what is the value of I 2, will do that. It will do that. Now if you see what is the value of 5, now if you do until I greater than 5. So if you see what is 6, do until 6 greater than 5. So 6 is greater than 5. Yes, condition is satisfied. Okay. Do until 6 greater than 5. Yes, 6 is greater than 5. Okay, then no need to do anything. Okay. Hello.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Understand the concept.
Okay, thank you. Now that was the opposite condition. Now this is the that was negative condition. Now this is the positive condition. Do while. It's mean you need to do until the condition not satisfied. Okay. Sorry, taking my words back. You need to do until the condition satisfied. This was not satisfied and this was satisfied. Okay. If the condition satisfied, you do not need to do anything. Okay. So let's start with this. If I say do until cell I comma dot value not equal to, this is the sign of not equal to, this is the sign of equal to, so and this is the sign of not equal to. Okay, so what I'm saying, keep repeating keep doing the loop until the I comma value not equal to blank. If it comes blank, then please stop. Okay, so let's say what is the value of I? We need to change the value of I. I is as of now 6. So I'll say I is equal to 1. I have assigned the value. Okay, so it will go I. Now so do while until the I 1 comma dot value not equal to blank. So if you see, it is the interior color. It is coloring the cell. It is coloring the cell. That is I comma 2 dot value. If you see. Now what is the value of I? 6. Now what is the value of 7? If you see, do while sheet I comma, that is 7 comma 1 dot value not equal to blank. Not equal to blank? No, yes, it is not equal to blank. Okay, so do that. Now if you see what is the value of I 8. Now do while 8 comma 1 dot value not equal to blank. So is 8 comma 1 dot value not equal to blank? No, it's a blank. So please stop it. The loop has been stopped. Okay.
Okay.
Jennifer. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Kamlesh. I'm just asking Jennifer, is she audible?
Audible.
You're audible only, sir. Actually, some noise there. That's why I muted.
Okay, okay, sorry.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, so now here I'm commenting this loop. Now just take an example of this loop. Here, please explain me this loop. Any one of you. I'm just maximizing this. Just a second. Now please explain me this loop. What does this mean? This loop.
This loop will run till the condition meets.
Is given 1 to
So
56.
I 256. 1 to 56. Sorry.
I to 56.
I 1 to 56. It will run till 1 to I equal to 1 to 56.
And then what it do? Our call will get ended in 1 minute. Please rejoin it. Okay. Like
Okay.
it will get ended.
Okay.
Please rejoin because this is the last thing which I want to let you clear. So yes, what you are saying, it will run from 1 to 56, correct?
Yeah.
And what will do in this loop, like between this loop, what it will do?
It will change the color. The coloring text is 1 we are giving. So it will change the color and then
Yeah.
it will run again. Like the cell is if it is 1, if it is the I is 1, then the cell 1, 3, it will change into the color index 1.